How are you doing, lovely people? Welcome to the channel. I am Royal Vibes, your intuitive guide. Grateful to be here. Gratitude is my attitude, as always. Hope everybody's doing fine, blessed, and amazing on this resurrection day. It's not the end of it yet. Yeah. So we're still in it. Hope everybody's blessed. Hey, yo, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the news, but this was really a bloody weekend in America. I'm talking about a bloody weekend in America. The news just, it's been on fire. And I don't even watch the news. The stuff comes to my phone as alerts and stuff like that. Just in the matter of alerts, it's been literally a bloody weekend. Here in Louisiana itself, not just in New Orleans itself, in Louisiana, it's been crazy. So yeah, peace and blessings to everybody, man. This is crazy. If you had anybody that you know that was affected by any of the things that's happened in the US, not to mention outside of the US, but in the US. Yeah, sorry, and keep your head up. It's crazy out there. Anywho, welcome to the channel. Again, I'm Royal Vibes, your intuitive guide, and we are well, this is not a for a particular person, place, or thing. This message, I felt led to do a reading based on whomever sees this, right? And typically, it's usually, I would say typically for me, at least, I usually run across things that my spirit needs. Um, it's been some crazy things that's been happening out there, so I feel like folks need encouragement and guidance and understanding and wisdom and all of those great things to help you get along, move along throughout this thing we call life, you know. It's crazy. Like I said, it's crazy out there. And I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is the one thing I am sure of is, you know, if you include the Most High, everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. Mm-hmm. So we're just gonna jump into the reading, y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Just wanted to give us a heads up because again, I'm not exempt. Please like, share, and subscribe. You don't have to really share, but it's just subscribe and like the video. You know, like the video if you will, please and thank you. Today was an amazing day for me. I got to make some bread and some Easter bread. I don't really do the Easter thing, but it's more of resurrection for me. So I'll say resurrection bread. That sounds a lot better. Yeah. But this is a guidance reading for us. Yeah, as we are moving into a new week. Oh my God. Niceness in the door. Lord. That's what I'm talking about. I'm in on this. I don't know about y'all, but I am definitely in on this. I'm going to receive it. I'm going to receive it in the manner in which it's come. Oh, it's a lot of newness in here. Awakening. Absolutely a lot of newness. Um, the Nine of Pentacles, Earth energy. Ten of Cups, Lord, water energy. Water energy, one, two, three. Fire, two times. Earth is here. One, two. I have two cards dealing with the earth and one air card here. Let's see, that's one, two, three, four, five. I can do one. No, we're good. We're good. At the bottom of the deck, we have, what is this? The Three of Pentacles. I'm gonna follow the signs. I'm gonna obey the signs. Okay, okay. I got you. So this is, I have two kings here. Masculine energy. But it could be a female that's in tune with her masculine energy. And wow, actually, three kings. The three kings. Three kings. All right. King at the bottom of the deck. So you know I gotta take these glasses off to actually read these cards. All right. So very bottom of the deck. We're just gonna jump right on in because like I said, I don't want to keep it too long. I know you have some of y'all have to get up and go to work in the morning. So do I. But just wanted to touch bases before this new week coming up. Just to give us a heads up, some guidance and protection, wisdom and understanding. And yeah, so we know what to do with it, or how to move accordingly, right? All right, so we have King of Cups here, the very bottom of the deck. And it says trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious. Someone you can completely trust. A situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well intentioned emotions, a charitable benefactor, and seeing a counselor. And I mean, and even with me being who I am and where I am also considered, because I do life coaching. I don't know if I mentioned that to you all, but I am a life coach, a student to life, and I am in school for psychology. So what it is that I do here is also, um, you know, I guess it falls under the umbrella of the counselor, you know, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Everywhere I go, I don't know about you, but everywhere I go, I mean, just people lay down their stories to me. Don't know them from Adam nor Eve or Steve, and yeah, just get, I won't say bombarded with the stories and people life things, but I used to say bombarded when I wasn't able to deal with it. But I'm actually able to maintain what I hear from others. Is not the fact that I even have to consume what it is that they give me. Some people just want to, say how they feel and not have anyone judge them. You know what I mean? So I get it. And I can very well appreciate that God has me in this position to do so because I have absolutely learned how to deal with it. I don't have to take on everything that they give me. I can give words of wisdom and or encouragement, and yeah, help them along the way. And they may not understand it at the time, but I have faith that God gave it to me and to give to them, and that one day they will. All right. So this is again the King of Cups. So we have three kings here. Amazing. I like it. That rarely, really happens. Rarely happens. So, all right, we're gonna start off with the first card here, and that is the Nine of Pentacles. That's like a dress I would wear. Y'all know it. Those who know me, at least. All right, and there's a U as a letter. The letter on the card, maybe your name starts with a U. Excuse me. Maybe you are in school at a university. I don't know. That kind of came to me. All right, so it says enjoying the fruits of your labor, hard work that has led to a luxurious life, buying yourself something special, happily and successfully employed, enjoying your solitude. That's a bunch of niceness to me. Look at those coins. I see abundance. I see favor. I see light. You know, even though that's earth energy, I see light. And that's a beautiful thing. Hold your light. Hold your light. All right, so we have 10 of cups here, which is one of my favorite cards, right? All right, so and Joe is the initials here, J-O. Your name might be Josephine or something like that. You might stay on Josephine Street. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know this card says a happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with your children, raising children wisely and successfully, people you can trust. So that's like the second card that actually speaks about people you can trust, even a loving relationship. Both cards being um, the cup of love, emotions, right? Um, and that's with a significant other and your family, right? Possessing, you know, um, new heights and new levels of love with your family. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, especially in a day and time like this. I mean, you see so many families that are being destroyed by greed and hate and all kinds of other things, envy, and just a plethora of things. And it's so unfortunate, you know, so sad, in fact. Like the enemy is really working on families, you know what I mean? Mothers and daughters, and it's insane. So we also have another you. So someone may be affiliated with the name, the letter U, some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. We have the Nine of Cups, and it says, "Wishes come true. Your dreams become reality. A magical time of life, good fortune, faith in the universe that all will be well, because all is well." And you thank God in advance for it, you know, even if it may not, you know, it may not seem like it at the current moment. Just know that this is a little reassurance that makes you should make you feel a little more comfortable or calmer about your situation, you know, where you're standing, because yeah, God is assuring, reassuring you that yeah, for real, all will be well. In the door, you have all these beautiful, I mean, this beautiful energy here with the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. Niceness, a whole bunch of niceness in the door. All right, so we also have the King of Pentacles, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded, a time of great success. So if you were worried about you starting a new business, or how your new job is gonna work out, or um, just success in your life, period, right? It's gonna work out for you. Financial security and prosperity, absolutely. The Midas touch, basically anything you touch turn to gold. When you think of it, you make it happen. Turn those thoughts into actions, and yeah, actually applying those things and seeing the remnants of your actions, right? What you put in is what you get out. Again, the Midas touch, everything turning out beautifully. Yeah, all will be well. Oh my God, I love this already. I'm in the money. Oh, we're in the money, and not just money. I'm just, it just goes with the song. I mean, go with the energy, but yeah, we're in abundance, huh? Abundance of all that is good, all that is great. So claim it for your life. I know I am. Okay. So, yeah, everything turning out beautifully for your good. Yes, Lord, because you are blessed and highly favored. Don't ever, 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 never forget that. A supportive parent, a spouse, a great person to work for. See, people you can trust. That kind of solidifies the folks that you can trust that are around you. Um, yeah, God strategically places, you know, the people, places, and things that we need, the tools that we need to bring on the abundance, that assists with bringing on the abundance, or put you in the mental space um, of knowing that, for one, you deserve it, and yeah, It's coming. It's coming. Yeah. All right. Too much going on. Stress caused by positive opportunities. This is the eight of wands. Fire energy. The initials here are M-E, me and you. I don't know. It could be a Michelle. Uh, I don't. I don't know. Maybe M-E is associated with somebody. You figure out how it's associated. I'll say that. But it's the eight of wands. Again, fire energy. And it says, again, too much going on. Stress caused by many positive opportunities. So someone's feeling a bit overwhelmed. And again, this is that sense of security, that sense of reassurance that, all is well and will be well, right? Again, even if it doesn't feel like it at this very second. I just said that too when I talked about that card, because the stresses, the overwhelmness, all of this may not have happened to you all at once. You know what I mean? Never happened to you all at once. So it's harder to deal with, right? It's harder to deal with, except for, how I want to say it. It's harder to deal with when you're dealing with so many things on your plate, and you're working and you're adamant about and persistent about, your life changes, and you're actually beginning to see, you know, the, what happens when you put forth the effort as you have been. However, again, versus you having to do one thing and see it to a complete end. And some people have to do that in order to actually move forward. But, God is saying that all will be well. Everything that you are putting your mind to is going to prosper in the most greatest and again abundant ways. So yeah, be receptive of it, and don't allow the stresses of it all, the overwhelming feelings behind it all, to um, trick you out your destiny, or trick you out what's coming for you. Yeah, say you have to, be receptive to it, be waiting for it. Allow, God to move the way He's supposed to in your life, so that yeah, you can see exactly where it's taking you. This abundance, this greatness is taking you. All right, unexpected events or rapid changes. See what I'm saying? The ability to multitask. See what I'm saying? You have a lot on your plate. It's okay. Business travel. Somebody travel for business. If you don't now, you will be. Don't trip. It's in God's plan for you. All we have to do is accept it. You know what I mean? Be receptive of it. Right? We allow a lot of things to happen in our life, good, bad, and indifferent. So why not allow the greatest things, right? Especially when you're deserving of it. You're putting great in, and you're supposed to receive that very same thing. All right. So we have the page of swords here. Air energy, the only air card here. Hmm. Well, that's it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, so this says logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt. Honesty is, yeah, the best policy. All right, an exciting intellectual challenge. Yeah, this is the overwhelming. It got get. You said maybe you're someone like me who say, "Lord, keep me busy." And when the second I actually get busy and I begin being and feeling overwhelmed by the busy that I prayed for and I asked for, yeah, spirit saying, cool down, cool down, it's okay. um I'm not gonna give you no more than what you can handle, right? God says, I will never give you more than you can handle. And He's giving it to you because He knows that you are more than capable of handling any and everything that life brings you. Yeah. He wrote it that way. It was written. Maybe someone has butterfly tattoos on them, blue butterfly tattoos. Blue may be your favorite color. He have blue shoes here. His sword is The gem on the swords. I'm sorry, the gems on the sword is blue, are blue. Logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need. I'm sorry, that you need, but might be challenging to receive. Oh my God! Then I say we have to. Wow. Oh my God! Here go my eye itching. I feel like there's something in the air because my dog. I let him outside. I let Mikey outside, and he came in here like this. He kept doing all that. I was like, wait, oh, are you sneezing? What's happening here? All right, so information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very carefully. So if you are in the midst of signing any, finalizing any documents or signing anything that's very important, make sure you read over them. Don't sign post haste. Anything that you have to make a quick decision behind, yeah, slow down, slow down. I know there's a lot going on in the midst of your story. However, don't allow that to kind of set you back because you are so busy and focused on this. You want to get things out of the way, certain things out of the way, so you can move on to other things. No, that's how things slip through the cracks. And Spirit wants you to like slow down and read the fine lines, read between the lines, and see what it is that it's showing you and go find what it's not, right? And I get that from my dad. I was taught that by him. But anyway, so next card. Oh, how you skip this one, Jessica? Dang. All right, so AR, and this is the Seven of Pentacles. These symbols in these cards. I told my friend I had these symbols in my cards, and they do have a lot of these symbols. All right, so we have AR. Maybe someone lives in Arizona. I don't know. Maybe your name starts with the AR. Maybe you have an AR 15. I don't know. I want one. I'm just saying. All right, stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. Yeah, buddy. Especially when you're standing in God's will. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, it's good to stand up for yourself because we're not passive people. We're not, I mean, yeah, it will behoove you to be humble about your scenario. You can stand up for yourself, but you know, watch what you say and how you say it. Watch what you do. It's not what how do you say it? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Right? Yeah, make sure you're not cutting off your own foot when you do it. That's what I'm saying, basically. All right. And I love I don't know if you're like me, but I love when God fights my battles. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's not anything to glow over, but yeah, he win every time. And I win because he win. That's it. All right, so and this is the Ace of Cups, more water, more emotion, more love. That's what I love. More love. More love. All right, so this speaks about a beautiful new emotional experience. Pardon-moi. The truth is being told here. Just know that. All right. Nothing but the truth will help me God. All right. A romantic relationship or deep friendship. Awakening. And look, the next card is awakening. Oh, I love when this happens. And I just was like led to do this one, right? And then who go the cards just like falling out just the way that I need them. Bellissima. I just want to make sure I'm being heard. Cause see y'all, these I don't even know what the other phone is. Oh, I just want to make sure a sister is being heard. I finished my last assignment as soon as I got home from resurrection service. And it didn't take me long at all. I was so excited. I was like, oh, now what does a girl have to do today? So I just sat up in there and started baking bread. It's so good. Oh my God. The last one I made was amazing, but this one is like phenomenal. I think I have the recipe for the French bread. Yeah. Uh-huh. The New Orleans French bread. Might not be Leidenheimer, but yeah, it's the good stuff. I'm learning how to make the good stuff. All right, so I just want to make sure. I say make sure, not sure. Make sure that I am being heard around this piece. All right. In the Middle East. Well, Alexa messy, boy. If I ain't want y'all to know my real name, she be busting me every time. But good thing I'm transparent. I already said my name a couple of times. Jesus Lord, if the CIA was looking for me, y'all get me. I can tell you, they get me. The people was trying to get me, they'd get me. All right, so the letter H is here, and again it says a beautiful new relationship. No, it does not say that. It says a beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship, or deep friendship, awakening. Wait, I'll be tripping myself out. All right, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insights. So we go with the insights again. Niceness. All right, so we have a love letter, a new home. All right. Maybe someone's in the market of actually finding or buying a new home. And that's a good deal. All things new, right? We're in springtime. Everything, all wait, how to say it? Old things pass away, and we are looking forward to all that is new, right? Beautiful thing. I love this reading, y'all. I just want y'all to know. All right, so the next card is awakening, and the letter C is here, and someone may connect with that C. All right. Let's see. A temporary pause for reflection and insight. There we go again. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Yeah, because it's newness that we are again bringing forth a new relationship, new home, new abundance, new everything, a new perspective. Just yeah, beautiful, just absolutely beautiful and mind blowing. In fact, like God says, for his yeah, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, like the plans and blessings that He had for you. But just know that they are written and they are on their way. I just want you to know, and yeah, be receptive, be in the receptive position so that you can receive accordingly. Right? Don't miss your mark. Um, Again, an awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your own uniqueness, absolutely, as we are authentic, original people. Ain't nothing about us is regular, right? Nothing about us is regular. That's why you can manage all these things on your plate. That's why God can give you as He sees fit. Certain people, He got to be selective on how He gives, right? So just be mindful of that, that you are one of them, one of the chosen them. That's it. That's it. All right. Especially if you come across this reading, any reading I do for that matter. And not to toot my own horn, but yeah, I'm a vessel being used. I know who I am, and I know who I am in Him. That's it. All right. Embrace your uniqueness, charitable actions. hmm And see, when you begin to see accordingly and actually, reap everything that you have sown, your onlookers are going to learn from you, you being a leader in that manner, and don't even know you're leading. You'll be so humble. You are so humble about it, right? But you know that too, that people that come across you, it's not by chance. And it's not the fact that you are, you know, be captain, you're not captain save us somebody, but you know, God places some of us in position to again be that ear, that shoulder to cry on for some, and not the fact that we have to take on their all of their projection or all of their projecting, but it's just being human, right? And knowing the right thing to do. People are desensitized nowadays to actually doing good things for people without any reward or anything in exchange. And the sweetest part about it is, and it is a give and take thing. It definitely is a give and take thing. But I get my blessings when I'm that shoulder to cry on, that ear to listen. I do what God deems necessary. What He shows me is necessary with my insight through my discernment, and I obey the signs, and I get my rewards and awards from Him. My acknowledgement, my yeah, everything, my everything. I don't look for it from man, right? So sometimes, just doing a good deed for somebody and doing it out the kindness of your heart. If you're not doing it from the kindness of your heart and it's just to get recognition or, you know what I mean? Yeah, then that's all you're gonna get from it. Especially if you're looking for recognition or acknowledgement from man. That's where it's gonna stop. That's where the blessings will stop. So, just you're in a position where God is not only fighting your battles, but using you as proof, or using us as proof, yeah, that He works and that He's risen. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so and maybe you are this is earth energy to me too. Like the Virgo is hermit energy, but I think this awakening card, it seems to be earth energy. He's hanging from a tree upside down, in fact, like hangman energy. But yeah, he still is connecting with nature. I like to, you know, touch the tree and lean up against the tree and all those wonderful things. Even though I'm fire energy, I told you I kind of relate to all the elements. All right, so we have another cup here, and that's the Page of Cups. We have Page of Swords and Page of Cups, and it's youthful energy as well. Youthful energy. The Page energy rather. All right, so this says sensitive, open hearted, and experienced. Yeah, because again, you may not have been used to all of these things that the Most High has put on your plate, but it's something to get used to, right? Spirit says, yeah, get used to it because you're equipped and you can do it. And by any means necessary, it can be done. All right, so moody, moody behind it, the stress. It could bring moodiness, messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences. Okay, somebody's okay. That's nice. It's nice. It's really nice because I mean, this is very prominent here. This relationship, this new relationship, a new friendship that leads into a relationship, a romantic encounter. I be want to say I'm seeing it, and I be want to say it so fast that I stumble over my words. All right, so a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. And if you have yet to find or that person isn't around you as of yet, um, maybe sometimes you need to get out there and, be in a place to be found, right? I know you have a lot going on. I know when you have time to actually do that, um, yeah, treat yourself because I mean, some great things is happening in your life. You don't have to be, you know, I won't say taking life so seriously, but missing out on what's for you, right? Again, don't miss your mark. And I know what's for you is for you. But there is a such thing as us missing our mark and us having to have the earth rotate long enough for it to come back to us. Um, yeah, when you can hit the mark the first time. They say you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it again. All right, so G is the letter on this card. And we have the Eight of Pentacles, more earth energy. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Money all up and down here, too. All right. All right, now, it doesn't make the world go round. Okay. Righteousness and asking God for his will, to me, is the money bag. That's my money bag. I understand what the money bag is for me. I can't, I can only lead by example in the ways that God has allowed me to. But yeah, I don't chase the money. The money chase me. All right, so learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school. Hey now, hey now. Yes, start. I would say if you were thinking about it, go for it. Please go for it. Absolutely, you should. Um, it's never too late to learn. It's never too late to look in this card right here. It's actually speaking about the very same thing. Going back to school or being in school. She has books in front of her. Look like she's sitting in the library. Yeah, just all kinds of niceness. Uh Newness. Intellectual challenges that are coming up. All these things you pray for. Like myself, I pray for, changes. I pray you know, to keep for God to keep me busy, right? Keep me busy in all the greatest of ways. I could be busy doing nothing, but it's busy with things that's gonna prosper my life and change the momentum of my family, our way of life. And that's where I'm at with it. All right. So again, learning all that you can about a subject or a career, going back to school, taking a seminar, or finding a mentor, a life coach, the counselor that we talked about earlier. Um, Attention to detail, skilled work that you love. Yeah, so some of us may um one of those things that we may be overwhelmed with or have yet to see, that God has yet to put, has put on our plate but have yet to touch it. um yeah, maybe you are going to be working for yourself, doing something that you love and getting paid for it. It's not really work, right? So just embrace it and ask God for ways to manage it all. He gave it to you, and a closed mouth don't get fed. So you may want to ask, how do I maintain all of these things? Can you assist me with maintaining these things? Can we prioritize, or can you, order my steps? You know, nothing like your steps being ordered by God. There's nothing like your steps being ordered, because there's no turn you make is a wrong turn. I'll just say that. No turn you make is a wrong turn. All right. And I know it for myself, ain't what I heard. I know it for myself. I'm speaking out of experience. All right. So this is the Three of Pentacles. Some more earth energy. Baby, earth is in this thing. Earth and water. Ay, ay, ay. My grandma and your grandma was sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma we gonna set your flag on fire. I think that's what the words are. I love that song. It's just so ancestral. Yeah, I love lineage. I love the lineage. I love bloodlines, royal bloodlines. Yes, Lord. Excuse me for yeah. getting all excessive. But anywho, number three, I was excited just now when I said I love bloodlines. I do, I absolutely do, especially mine. Um, some of us are meant to change again the momentum of how things have always gone, the chain breakers, the um, you know, cycle breakers. You know, when if you are that person, I know heavy is the head that wears the crown, and God again didn't give you all of that for you to fail. So don't give up, stay encouraged, and all will be well. That's what the cards say. Absolutely. All right. Do what you love. Lord, see what I'm saying? After I was just saying, it's not getting paid. I mean, it's not work when you're doing what you love, baby. All right. Three of Pentacles. RG is the initials or letters on this card. Um, let's see. Do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Yeah, I love it. Being paid well for your craft. Oh my God. So yeah, if somebody is out there that not just wanting to go to school, maybe you're going to school for business management. I would say management, business management, or learning how to accounting or something like that. That could also help you in your business. It's a few things that there are I mean that could help you with your business by going to school, you know, or just a degree period. Pardon moi. All right. Again, do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work. It's not work if you love it. Especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and an excellent reputation. And that is even with the people that you can trust. So, again, you must have some amazing folks that are around you, um, that even, that keep you encouraged in your place, right? In the place of mind you're in, the spiritual place that you're in. It's a wonderful thing to be aligned with with greatness. It say if you're the smartest person in the room, in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. That's it. If you're the smartest person in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. And I take that dearly, right? All right, and we got another page here. Loud, the pages is here. That's the old girl that's in school. With the pinnacle behind her. All right, so this says scholarly, cheerful, dependable, time to get to work. Oh, yeah. Pardon me. Um, time to get to work. Yeah. It may seem overwhelming now, but once you get the rhythm, once you get your pattern, once you have how do you say it? A method to your madness or your greatness, a method to your greatness. Yeah, all will be well. Time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Come on. That was that challenging intellectual challenge that once you deemed as intellectual challenge, but now at some point it turns into an excellent opportunity that presents itself, right? And why not take a jump for the opportunity when you are again equipped with everything you need to get through it? All right, get to it and get through it. All right. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships. Come on now. All right. Jump on that dean's list because, baby, I'm telling you, I'm making grades that I ain't never made in my life. I wish I would have did this stuff if I could take it back and go to high school all over again. I have scholarships and, yeah, probably would be in a different place now. But, I mean, everything happens for a reason and God don't make no mistakes. I'll just say that. So I had to go through everything I needed to go through to get here. Mikey, please sit down. He always want to do all of this when I'm on my cards. He doing that stuff again. I'm telling you, they got something in the air. And then when you go outside, like the clouds look so fake. They look like they were hit with some type of vibrational, like this, um, I don't know, like ultrasonic stuff. I don't know. It just don't look right. Anywho, and I think he's feeling that too because I was feeling it earlier. I've been sitting inside since I got home. All right. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships, a new area of study. Excelente. All right. Taking the next steps. New steps to the next steps, but they're new and new next steps. Mm. Two of wands, fire energy. Nothing but that fire. We got one. Oh, we got enough. One, two, three, four in my hand. Four fire cards. So fire energy is here. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Let's see. Taking the next steps, bold and ambitious choices. That's right. Because once you know, it's about perception, right? If you deem it as challenges or you deem it as stressful and overwhelming, that's exactly what it's gonna be. But if you change your perception, you change your outlook on um what's happening to you, through you, and for you, yeah, like it becomes a little bit different. A great deal of it's a great deal of difference when you look at things from a higher perspective, right? Bolder, courageous, ambitious, right? It's an amazing thing. Partnering with others who share your dreams. That's those people that you'll be able to trust or that you can trust. Um, New friendships again. So it might not always be, it could be new friendships and a new relationship that's here. Working well with others. Yeah. Expanding your plans, continuing to move forward, though you have at one point deemed life as challenging, you know, but again, seeing it from a higher perspective and knowing this is what's necessary to gain everything that you have been longing for. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it. I understand. There's a few times I wanted to just throw in a towel and it was like, Lord, for real? For real? Dang. I can't even breathe. Lord. But they say be careful what you ask for. But then, too, yeah, he know you're capable, especially when you're willing, you know. All right, so we have another king here. That's one, two, and three kings. Motivational, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious. Taking a leadership role. I love it. I love it. Because eventually, again, after you've gone through the motions and the process of being great, God is going to place you on someone else's path. That way you're able to speak life into their life and speak greatness into their life as he has sent people to do that to you. It's basically like the gift that keeps on giving. Um it don't cost you anything. It's extremely free. Life lessons have equipped you to therefore lead others into this very same prosperity and or abundance that God has afforded you, right? Um, Take a leadership role, step into the spotlight. I was about to say the spotlight, but it's the spotlight. Public speaking, keep your eyes on the big picture, keep your eyes on the prize. All right. Communicate your vision. Don't be sensitive to criticism. Oh my God. Don't be sensitive to criticism. Don't be emotional. Don't wear your emotions on your sleeve. And I get that a lot. I get people think that I wear my emotions on my sleeve. No, I'm in a position where like I'm like one of them chosen ones. That's I mean I've gone through a lot of this already. So I'm in a sense of people knowing who I am, even when I'm trying to be humble and incognito, right? And folks come against you when they understand who you are. You know, the enemy is trying to stop you at all costs. And yeah, so what I do is every now and again, it may seem like I'm emotional or I'm wearing my feelings and my heart on my sleeve, but I know the quickest way to get the most high next to me is shed a tear. Like if I shed a tear, he holding it and he coming for the one who caused it. And I'm not saying it in any mischievous or defiant way. I'm not saying it like that, but I do know the God I serve don't play behind me. He looks high, he sits high and look low. And when you on his path, when he placed you in position, yeah, anybody who called themselves trying to come against you will reap the benefits of that too, right? So and a lot of times I warn people, especially if I like what you care about you, and that's to let you know I care. If I warn you, I care. You know what I mean? I care about what happens to you. But if you still like move forward with that energy, shame on you, because you were warned. I'll just say that. All right. So yeah, and I already read the King of Cups, which was again trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious. Someone you can completely trust, a situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well intentioned emotions, hidden but well intentioned emotions. That's the humble. Um, yeah, but don't play with me. Don't let humble doesn't mean weak. Please, Lord Jesus. I, humble don't mean weak. I be trying to get people to understand that Jesus lied, a charitable benefactor. And again, that would be you affording someone else the very same thing that God afforded you. You know, he blessed you with those people, places, and things that brought on your greatness, and he's gonna allow you to do the same for another. Once you understand where you are and where you're going, and what it takes to get where you're going, right? Um, he gives it also to you to assist with someone else's story, because not everybody is gonna be able to um what I want to say, give off that give off your story. You lived it, right? You lived it, and no one can tell it better than you, and no one can show the scenario and or the outcome greater than you, because it's yours. So God allows us to go through it because we are again designed to, strong enough to, built for it. Everybody not gonna go through your story, not verbatim, but the bits and pieces that are able to, you know, be concentrated and actually assist with someone else's growth. Hey, it's absolutely necessary. All right, so let's see what we have new. I say new direction. I cut the cards on. New direction. I'm just gonna grab a couple of these and a couple of them and a couple of more of them over there. Let's see what happened. Leader of the light. You see what I'm saying? At the bottom of the deck, it says your purpose is greater than your doubts. All right. The right people, the ones who resonate with your truth, are waiting for you to step fully into your power. Speak with confidence and they will come. See what I'm saying? The people that's going to need your stories. That's like The people that's gonna need your stories. Let's think. All right, limitless universe. That's what I'm talking about. Talk to him, spirit. All right, talk to us, because again, I'm not exempt. I don't want to leave myself out of this. Okay, this is something greatness right here. The universe is boundless and abundant. Sebel. All right, the universe is boundless and abundant. Open your heart to receive without limits. To receive, be receptive. I said that. Oh my God. All right, open your heart to receive without limits, walking in the truth that your dreams do not take away from others. Huh? Open your heart to receive without limits, walking in the truth that your dreams do not take away from others. Okay. I see, says the blind lady. All right. Slave programming. OMG. Now where does this come from? Where is this coming from? All right. Patterns of powerlessness and self-limitations have been ingrained in you through societal conditioning, and I think that's partially the reason why you're in a sense of at some point, or maybe you are in that realm at this time. I don't know who's watching or where at what point you are as you are watching, but there are several different scenarios where we have the person, I mean, one that's stressed here, and that could actually be partially the reason why, you're having to you're being pulled away from that old energy, right? Old recycled energy, old stale, stuck, stagnated energy, stank, dead energy, right? um and breaking the chains. We are here to break the chains. You see, he got the chain around his neck. Spirit is saying, hey, what you thought was for you ain't really for you. um What about the ambitions and the what you had for yourself at one point, but because of social conditioning, because of what the majority is doing, right? You're dumbing yourself down because of the folks in your circle. I told you, if you are the smartest person in your circle, you are in the wrong circle. You are. All right. Patterns of powerlessness, self limitations, and self limitations have been ingrained in you through societal conditioning. Allow yourself to break free from the mental chains that keep. Now I get it. All right, because we spoke about the breaking the chains and the cycle breakers, right? Because that's who we are, right? You just didn't know that you were the one in your family to do so. So, I mean, maybe you felt that you were. Maybe you knew that you were, didn't really want to be, but yeah, you were chosen to be. So, get with the program, sister, mister. All right. Allow yourself to break free from the mental chains that keep you bound to what others expect or believe. Cuanto que sé para ser en mí. All right. Accepting mediocrity. Remember, ain't nothing about us mediocre, regular. We is original, authentic people. Not we are, we is. That's what it is. You are worthy of life that excites and fulfills you. You better know it. Shoot. Stay encouraged. Settling for mediocrity is a quiet resignation that weakens your spirit. Refuse to compromise on what brings you joy and purpose. Because that's funny. Because I was actually gonna put no compromise in my tags. I was really gonna put that. And then here we go. Refuse to compromise. There you go. Desperate decisions. Let's see what this one's saying. But we know all of those cards, and every card on this table is yeah, speaking to us. If not speaking to y'all, it's definitely speaking to me. I told you. I'm here for it just like you all are here for it. I'm just a vessel. The things that God allows me to speak to you all and how these cards fall out, it don't be me. most times I go back and I listen to the whole video, and I'm like, dang, that was a gem. Dang, like, where did I know where it came from, but you know what I mean? It's for me to hear too. It resonates in my spirit as well. All right. So desperate decisions. There you go. And it says action taken from a place of fear. That's right. Um, or desperation rather than inspiration. Okay, I see what they're saying. May you wait, hold up. Actions take I had to break it down. Action take action taken from a place of fear or desperation rather than inspiration or aspirations. Hmm. But sometimes you have to do things scared too, you know. Taking that leap of faith, knowing that God is absolutely behind you again when you're on his path, no turn is the wrong turn. And he is ordering your steps. There's promises, provisions, and protection as you walk along the journey, you know, and standing solid in knowing that makes the biggest of differences, you know, versus not knowing, you know. All right, where are we? Or desperation rather than inspiration may yield undesirable results. Put them one. All right, this one says, before proceeding on your journey, examine your motivations and shift your energy as needed. Examine your circle, examine, you know, and weed out those things and people and places that, you know, don't belong there, you know, so that you can make room for what does belong there. All right. All right. Embracing happiness. See, being receptive. All right. The life you desire begins with a single choice, choosing joy. Absolutely. Um, Man can give you the joy that God gives. I've learned it, and I've learned it the hard way, Lord, the hard way. Okay, and yeah, wanting to put my faith in man, but the scripture says on several different occasions that we should never put our faith in man, right? Um, as you let go of the belief that happiness is beyond your reach, you awaken to the truth. This third card talking about awaken. Awaken to the truth. You are not born to suffer, but to experience love, life, beauty, and creativity. Yeah. I'll be that. I'll be that. Uh, uh, I'll be that. Yeah, man. That's what it is. Baby. Come on, man. Nah, that was ugly. Y'all wasn't supposed to see that. That was ugly shuffle. That wasn't right. It was trying to fly up on my hand. Inward is forward. Downtime is downtime is the intentional practice of directing all sensory focus inward. That insight, having to go in, and knowing that again, yeah, that's what it takes to get what you want, to get where you need to be, right? And seeing externally, seeing with your physical eyes and all of those things, it'll kind of blind you, you know, make you perceive things differently. That's why the cards say keep your eye on the prize, keep it on the prize. And we're not talking about these. We're not talking about these. This is to focus with your insight, your intuition, your discernment. That is to see. And anybody that's using these to see, I can't trust. I can't trust. And I know when you're using them. Yeah. It's a gut feeling, a gut instinct. You move on that. That's what your sight is. Your sight is your other senses, not this. You'll learn one of these days. Yeah, you'll learn. All right, but that won't be the first time you hear that. I'll just say that. Downtime is the intentional practice of directing. I'm burping and everything. Excuse me. Y'all didn't see me drink anything. I'm just in the middle of talking and I'm like, my mama taught me better than that. I'm telling you, she'd be ashamed right now. Oh, there we go again. Sensory focus inward, allowing your unconscious mind to make new connections and bring forward deeper wisdom. This card reminds you that turning inward is just as important as taking actions. Absolutely. Um, Downtime can create the clarity that you need for your next step. And we actually talked about this one. This is the card that spoke about the next step. Continuing to move forward. Nope. Oh, there it is. It's taking the next steps. That was the two of wands, fire card, fire energy. Bodies out in the. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I know the bigger picture. I know you lying. That's what the card say. You see it? I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say, baby. But when I tell you this, God and my ancestors, every everybody that He strategically placed on my path, be in the building for me. Yeah, be all in the building, all in the mix. Show the people what's happening here. Just show them. Shoot, I told you I'm willing to make folks believers out of my life. You heard me? Straight up. All right, the bigger picture. When you feel overwhelmed, step back. Oh, I was talking about the being overwhelmed and stuff and all of that, baby. I could just in the reading here. Shoot, all of this, boy. Y'all got talking about overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with joy, huh? Lord, happiness, clarity, wisdom, and understanding. It's just a beautiful thing. Um, When you feel overwhelmed, step back and see the bigger picture. Ask yourself, will this matter in a month, a year, or 5 years from now? Shema. All right. More often than not, you will find that distance reveals clarity and understanding. Yes. Yes, darling. Yes, it does. Can I get like one or two more, please? Timeless reset. What? Say what? Say, huh? Some of us don't get the chance to do it again. Again, don't miss your mark. You do it right the first time, you won't have to do it again. But again, what's for you is it, but is a such thing as reneging on your destiny, right? Um, Not adhering, not watching and or looking for the bigger picture, not being receptive of the journey. All those things cause you to miss your mark or cause you to lose out on your blessings or you get it later than when you're supposed to. And I know timing is everything. God's timing is everything and it's facts, actual factual. But trust me, He would want you to get it the first time around. If not, it's okay. We are human. We make mistakes and He knows our heart. However, you just have to be in position to make sure you don't miss it a second time. All right. All right. Timeline reset. What did I say earlier? I don't know. Oh, your past does not define you, but how you hold on to it does. This card invites you to revisit key moments in your timeline and recreate them, turning past challenges into future strengths. Imagine land. Huh? Old things pass away and all things are new. Old things pass away with all things are new. Huh? Can I get one more, please? Say they look alike. Just one have eyeliner on. What am I seeing here? Say yo, I had crawfish bisque today. When I tell you it was so good, baby, that's a job. I won't ever make it. I'm grateful for my little mama over there who be making it. Very grateful, Lord, cause I never have none. If if I had to make it, Jesus Christ. And then she said she used to have it every. They used to have it every Easter growing up. Oh, this so good. Crawfish bisque, and it has the crawfish heads and everything, and the legs. I was about to say the feet, but the claws marinated in the gravy. Oh my god! And then I baked the bread today and was like, girl, y'all have no idea. I'm too embarrassed to even tell y'all. Shift the focus is on the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna read that in a second. All right, everyone, nobody, never, always. Now, listen to what that means. All right, challenging absolutes. Universals are words like always, never, everyone, or nobody that create rigid absolute statements. This card urges you to recognize when you are using universal and wait challenge their validity. Universals and challenge their validity. So like change your words, change the world kind of thing. Don't limit yourself by the words you use on you and over you, um, concerning your life, right? It's a trend for people to say, God, I'm not taking this. I'm speaking to the people. Spirit, same thing. All right, you're killing me. Those kind of words. Or I'm broke. Or, those kind of words. You're speaking that into existence. You are calling it in. Like life does not know that you mean the opposite. That you know, it will acknowledge that that is what you said. And then when it comes in, you can't be mad, right? I'm dead. Your tongue could harm and hinder you, right? So again, choose your battles. That's part of the battles. Choose your battles, right? We call in a lot of things because we speak over ourselves unknowingly and wonder why the things are happening the way that they are happening in our lives, and we can't recover. Some of us don't even get a chance to recover because it's like consecutive, right? Spirit says, yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah. New mind, new world. All right. Universals are words like always, never, everyone, or nobody that create rigid, absolute statements. This card urges you to recognize when you are using universals and challenge their validity. By questioning universals, my ja, universals, you regain flexibility in your thinking and decision making. Hmm. That you do. That you do. All right. Life. Lord, the card don't say that, y'all. I'm gonna let you see what it say, cause that what I would have said. I just be saying stuff and saying stuff. It's not even a 4 letter word. It's a 3 letter word. I'm just saying. I be speaking what I think the card see. I don't know. Let's see. Law of dominant effect. That's what it says. Law of dominant effect actually. And it says again, law of dominant effect states that a suggestion becomes far more powerful when paired with a strong emotion. Whether you're influencing yourself or others, remember that emotions amplify the impact of words. Dang, I just was speaking about this, and that's basically the yeah, to solidify it. Law of dominant effect. All right. I never knew that was actually this is the like terminology for it. but that's what it is. So whether you're influencing yourself or others, remember that emotions amplify the impact of words, making them more effective. Be careful what you're calling in, okay? Because you just might be calling in your own hindrances. State precedes strategy. Insane in the membrane. Look at her, she got her brain all showing and stuff. It looks like the tree of life. All right. When things aren't working, the problem may not be your strategy. It may be your state, your mind, your words, your world. Change your world. Change your mind, change your world. Words change your world. Breaking the cycles. And this is what the stress, all of this, I can't do. Maybe you are saying, I can't do it. I can't do it all. Well, ask God for assistance. Again, a closed mouth don't get fed. And he won't only just provide assistance, but he will bring forth people that are, again, have gone through what you have gone through and can show you how to survive. Not just survive, but be victorious, right? On your journey. When things aren't working, the problem may not be your strategy, it may be your state of mind, basically. A tense body and scattered thoughts can sabotage even the best plan. Lord. Remember, state precedes strategy. Reset your energy, then begin again with clarity. I go clarity again. But yeah, all things passed away. Old things passed away, and all things were made new. Yeah, there's a change that's a happening. Shift the focus, and we're gonna stop this deck on with this card. It says look at the guy with the magnifying glass. Maybe you use a magnifying glass. Maybe you need to use one. I know I do. All right. Change how you feel about a situation by shifting the focus in your mental representation. For example, if you're fixating on someone's criticism, imagine zooming out to include their supportive comments or kind gestures. Adjusting the focus broadens your perspective and reduces emotional bias. I love it. Love it. Did I use these already? Come on, baby. Let's get away. Ooh. Save your troubles for another day. I don't know where that come from. Oh, look at the eye. I did a video just recently like that. A short, I think it was. Alchemized energy. Oh, snap. Hold up now. Merci. All right, truth serum. Let's get like two more, please. Pour of our water. Merci. Merci. Steady in. All right, evolutionary upgrade at the very bottom of the deck. Maybe your guy that has two earrings in your ear. Master Blaster. All right, this one says, uh, what once sustained you now drains you. That overwhelming stress stuff going on up there. The habits, routines, and way you once moved through the world, and that this right here, that energy, right? Being consumed by what the next man is doing and the next all the people doing, and it's so much so where it has stopped you and literally hindered you from your progression. Yeah. All right. Again, what once sustained you now drains you. The habits, routines, and ways you once moved through the world belong to an earlier version of yourself. This isn't failure. It's evolution demanding an upgrade. Lord, put her in her place. Put him in his place, Lord. Come on. Show him better than you can tell him. That's what I'm talking about. Stay encouraged, baby. You almost there. All right. This isn't failure. It's evolution demanding an upgrade. You're outgrowing the version of yourself that built the life you're living. The one who got you here can't take you further. Oh my God. Honor your expansion by aligning with what nourishes the next you, the one rising. Niceness. Niceness. All right. So, wait, hold up. I read that one already. So, I read those. Okay. Truth serum. Look at her with her little glasses on. All right. Somewhere along the way, you started softening your truth, making yourself more palatable. Excuse me. But a watered down version of you will never, ever, ever, ever fully resonate as truth. Lead in authenticity. Didn't I say we was authentic around here? Okay, we're not regular. We're not regular. All right. It is it is only by walking in your own radiance that you are able to see the beautiful humanity and light in yourself. Excuse me, and others. We'll see. All right, closer than you think. No guru, lover, or achievement will ever hand you the missing piece. It was never missing to begin with. Seeking wisdom is valuable, but don't mistake the map for your destination, right? Don't mistaking it for your destination. That's it. The answers will always lead back to you. Turn inward again, inward. To the depths of your soul. The further outside of yourself you search, the more distant the power of your truth becomes. I like it. I like it. Sometimes you gotta, give a little, get a little, a little shake up to get an understanding. You have a little shake up to get a greater understanding, right? Again, there's a method to the greatness. All right, rest worthy. Running on empty, it's endurance. I'm sorry, isn't endurance. So feeling that overwhelmed feeling, I mean, you know what I mean? Once you begin to be able to manage everything, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I don't have a doubt. And God didn't give it to you with that doubt, right? He wrote it for you. And yeah, now you gotta live it. Some of us are catching up to God's plan that He's written for us. And that's okay. Again, God's timing is the best time. You know, or the steps, or yeah, there's nothing like it. The narrow path. Not many people are choosing, or even, you know, stumbling on that path, stumbling across that path, let alone choosing it. All right. Again, running on empty isn't endurance; it's self-destruction. Wow. Consider rest as a requirement, not a reward. When you push past your limits and ignore the warning signs, your body makes the choice for you. Absolutely. I know you've all been there before. You want to do something and you're dog tired, and yeah, your body said, "Not today." I was in the room the other night wanting to stay up, not wanting to stay up, but that's what the heck happened. And the phone, I had the phone in my hand and it just kept smacking me in my face because it kept falling because I kept dozing off. Well, there you go. Huh? Smacking a reality check. That's exactly what it was. Like, go your ass to sleep, girl. What are you doing? You're fighting sleep like a damn child. Go to sleep. Your body said, go to sleep, obey the signs. All right. I didn't well, like I was gonna miss something. All right. When you push past your limits and ignore the warning signs, your body makes the choice for you. Indeed, it did. All right. So take a break and contemplate what you're working on diligently towards. I'm sorry, working so diligently towards. Remember, the better you care for yourself, the farther you will be able to go. That's word to your mother. All right, I read that one. And I read you. Okay, cool. We finished that. I actually got like three of them out the deck like I asked for. Sweet. Sweetness. Did I pull these? Drifting all the memories. Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Yeah, loving you. Mm. They won't make a way for night. All we need is candlelight and a song. I probably missed the verse. I don't know. Don't trip. Don't trip. Lord, karmic ties. You are entangled in a karmic dance, replaying lessons that demand resolutions. Look deeper. This connection holds both challenges and purpose. Yeah, baby, that is breaking the chains. Please break the chains. I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. All right, weight on my shoulder. All right, so we have relocation here, number 5. This came out last night, I think. Friday night, one of the nights I did the reading. Life is calling you to a new location. I love it. Life is calling you to a new location, bringing with it the energy of evolution and greater purpose. Solid, solid. This move is guiding you closer to a place that feels like home, and that's where you're gonna feel, that peace after you have learned to resonate with whatever God is giving to you, and being able to balance and align yourself with those things, and yeah, see it for the gifts that they are and not the challenges that you have deemed them to be. Right. Empowerment, that's what you gain thereafter, not just the joy and happiness that comes with all that is good and all that is great that's happening in your life, but the empowerment that comes behind it. Lord, it makes you feel, yeah, victorious. Maybe your name is Victoria. All right. The number 11 is significant here. Maybe you see the number 11, and or maybe you will begin seeing the number 11. If you do, this is absolutely something that is for you, that has been designed to bless you. All right. You are not meant to you are not meant to cower in the shadows of others. Yeah, because we don't spirit don't when you are um a gift, and when you are living his um living what's written for you via him, as much as you want to be humble and hide, and I get it, because I'm the same way. I don't like being on front row street, but is kind of designed for me to for people to see me, even the ones who will like me, the ones who will not like me. um but yeah, he doesn't hide us. He doesn't hide us. All right, so even though we much rather be in the corner, right, and hidden, tucked away, but you can't change the momentum of lives, or be the difference maker that he has called you to be in the corner. So I had to get it. Hopefully you get it. All right. Again, empowerment. You are not meant to cower in the shadows of others, right? Again, if you are the smartest person in your clique, you're in the wrong clique, my brother or my sister. The time has come to step into your power, to own your choices, right? And to actualize the potential that you know that is within you. Access it, darling. It is there for a reason. It is there for good purpose. Yeah. All right, I did that one already. All right, some of the cards are beginning to look like smooth sailing. Dang, this came out last night too. It's gonna be smooth sailing tonight. Wait, so no, this came out Friday. Number 28. Somebody might be 28. Born February 8th. Um, let's see. Smooth sailing. It says the waters are calm and your journey should progress smoothly without major obstacles or disruptions. Yeah, that's when you are in that place where again you feel like home and you've begun to manage all that is on your plate. And guess what? When you begin managing what's all on your plate, God give you a bigger plate with more on it. So yeah, there you go. The waters are calm and your journey should progress smoothly without major obstacles or disruptions. The universe supports you as you float effortlessly towards your destination, your bigger picture, your greater picture, right? Not your end all be all, because baby, you got a journey that entails some growth and some abundance, bringing forth all that is good. Hey, now, desperate decisions. I read that. Say, y'all, embracing happiness. I'm telling you, all the cards are beginning to look like. Swear to God. I read that one. I read that one. I read this one too. Shift the focus. I read that. I had to squint the eyes to see. One more. Let me see. One more before I go to the norms. Those the last three decks that I go. This one low. I haven't touched these in a minute, so I kind of wanted to touch on them. Shout out to the ones to them who still find time to be authentic and logical and what I want to say authentic in a world full of fake, right? Those who still seek the truth, live in their truth, expose the truth, right? Speak the truth. And again, a world full of fake. Shout out to y'all. Because there's a lot of peer pressure around here. A lot of people trying to humble people and keep you in boxes that God didn't create for you. Right? All right, can I get one or two? Maybe three? Pour favor? S'il vous plaît? Merci. Thank you kindly. Keeper of the stories. Didn't I tell you? You are meant to say and meant to be where you are so that eventually you'll become a leader. Leading by example. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, honey bunny, honey banani. And to whom much is given, much is required. You will always hear me say that because that's like two of my favorite sayings. I didn't say them, I didn't create them, but I live by them. All right. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Crown of stars, air sign, air energy, and also Leo energy because Leo is ruled by the sun, which is a star. That's how I correlate it. All right. And maybe you have a crown tattooed on you somewhere. I know I do, but yeah. All right. Crown of stars, not crown of thorns, but crown of stars. Put one. You are divinely guided and I'm sorry, you are divinely guided and infinitely loved. And you can tell because of this reading. Shine proudly in your truth. Your light begins to the heavens. Huh? I'm sorry, let's say belongs, Lord. These eyes. Your light belongs to the heavens. I was like, that don't mean that don't sound right, but it didn't say begins. It say belongs. It does. I'm gonna let you see, cause I really thought that. Your light belongs to the heavens. Yeah, meaning, yeah, that's the light and all the goodness and everything that God has written for you, that He has bestowed upon you. It's never, don't get too big for your britches and thinking all this is happening because of you. It's happening through you and for you by way of the Most High. He wants the glory out of our lives, right? He get the victory, and we get to reap the victory, right? He gets the victory, but we get to reap it too, right? Especially if we're living, yeah, in obedience, righteousness, humbleness, love, purity, right? The heart of a child, innocent, right? Soul guarded, guardian. Oh, what you mean? Soul guardian. Wait, did I have anything at the bottom of this one? Nope. Your soul guardian is here to protect and guide you. There you go. See, told you. Trust in your trust in their presence to strengthen your spirit and lead you on your path. Spiritual protector, personal guidance, and inner strength. Yeah, we talked about the inner strength, all that innerness. Yeah, that's eventually, that's spewing on the outside. And it's sometimes it's a good thing what spills on the outside. What's in all that is good, that's on the inside. Sometimes, just like the very opposite. What you try and hide and that's been hindering you and all of those things, if you don't deal with it, eventually it will spill over into your world, you know, at the most inopportune time too. That's the funny part about it. Well, not so funny when you're going through it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right, keep up the stories. Your story matters. Share your truth with love. I love it. For your words build bridges between past and future. And it builds like encouragement and gives wisdom and even authority, right? It makes somebody walk differently. If they can see you and once knew that you were dealing with that same issue or the same concerns, and then see that you've come out of it and you are walking in a different light with you know, a different look about yourself, a different walk about yourself, walking in power and authority. Yeah, that's how you gain lives for the kingdom. Right. All right. So, spell of transformation. Let go of what no longer serves you. That circle. That circle. So God could complement you with people that are of the same statue or better, greater. Right. People that can teach you more, teach you something, not people that you are always teaching. And it's okay, like I said, if he allowed those folks around you, because I mean, that it's not the scenario if you have not gone through enough to actually teach another. And this story that you are walking into is just that. All right. Again, so spell of transformation. Let go of what no longer serves you. From every ending rises a new beginning. There we go. I say old things passed away and all things are new. Sweet, 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 sweet. From every ending rises a new beginning. Trust the fire that reshapes your soul. All right, fire, fire. Banishing spell. Oh snap. I don't even understand how that just fell out my hand. All right. Release what drains your spirit. and what no longer serves you. That's what the card said earlier. When you free yourself from fear and heaviness, peace will return like the dawn after night. Yeah. Free yourself from mental slavery. Hmm? We are relocating to greater, bigger, and better. Hey now. Embrace the greatness, please, and thank you. All right, so we're about to take it on, draw it on in, take it on in, land the ship, anchor the boats. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. All right. Give your inner critique a vacation. Be kind to yourself. We actually had the card that said, chill out. Um, Not in so many words, but I mean, not verbatim, but in so many words, basically. All right. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. That's what the card said earlier, too. Even, I'm sorry, events. That's what it says, but I'm showing y'all what it says before I start reading it because I don't like reading cards. Just sound like I'm pulling stuff out the side of my neck. I want y'all to see that spirit is giving me what it is, and that really the story, like, yeah, it's a blessing, and just the way that it's coming out, it's all synced, right? It's synced with what I said in my on the thing with all my descriptions and stuff like that. Is synced. Like I was really given this information to give to you. I don't doubt myself or, the spirit of God at all. That's still, in fact, the one thing I'm sure of, God. All right. Let's see again. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. That forward word again. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. hmm I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. All right. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect different results. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets that you've never walked before. Yeah, that's what we said earlier. And again, letting go of that circle or letting go of what drains you or no longer serves you is a start. Okay? It's definitely a start. I'm going to read the bottom of the cards, and that's going to be a wrap for this deck. And I told y'all I wasn't going to keep you long, but maybe we on God's time. Okay? So, I had to get with it. All right, this one says, if you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it is a relationship or a job or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving? What is stopping me from breaking these chains, these ties? Hmm? Um, yes, leaving is scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave. We are right beside you. Your spirit's guidance, your guides, ancestors, divine, whomever, you deem necessary and or palatable during this walk, you know, your journey. I deem important. We all are here. Just to let you know. Yeah, all will be well. Because all is well. All right. Again, it says, a chapter in your life is coming to an end. Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of your control and move forward. There we go with moving forward again. There are more beautiful things ahead than any that you leave behind. And I'll let you see. I just didn't read it out the side of my neck. I didn't just, you know, tell you what you want to hear because that's not what you're gonna get here. I'm not here to tell. I'm not in the business for, you know, gaslighting and telling you what you want to hear just so I can get a like or whatever, a view. We are here to speak the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. I told God if I start doing any of that, He could take it away. I don't even want it no more. I don't even want the gift. Please take it away from me, cause I'm not about to. Yeah, I'm. He makes me responsible for the people that are under the sound of my voice. So I'll be held responsible for the people that I led astray, right? I'll be responsible for them on Judgment Day, not just for my life, but for them as well. So I keep that in mind, and I make sure that I'm always keep my hands clean, my heart pure about it all. And if I don't feel like myself, I'll never touch my cards and bring y'all information. I'm gonna make sure that I am in the right frame of mind, and God is giving me what to give to us, right? To us. So we're gonna go here now. See, we didn't take that long on that deck. We didn't take that long. Thank you. Flip out, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. All right. That was fast. So, a door to the infinites. Oh, wow. We got 4 cards. A door to the infinite. A door to the infinite. It says, at my heart's center, there's a door that leads to the infinite. Today, I visit my heart's center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity. That place that we were talking about that felt like home, of calm. Once you've able to manage all of what's happening in your life that God has allowed on your plates, or that you have, you know, signed up for, in a sense, because when you take God's will, that's exactly what we do. We sign up for whatever comes with God's will. All right. So as I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity, and I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible, absolutely built for tough. I said that earlier. I might not have said for tough, but I said something about, yeah, how you were built and that you were built for this. All right, so from here, I can see beyond my life's challenges. I love it, to the higher levels of my existence. Yeah, you get to see it from a higher perspective once you have put yourself in the arena of knowing, first of all, what you're worth and how God sees you, right? It don't matter how man sees you, cause yeah, like the old people say, they don't have a heaven or a hell to put me in. Okay. Um, as I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity, and I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the higher levels of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. You better know it, and never stop knowing it. Please. Wait, how did that happen? Okay, that was the last card on now. But we're gonna go ahead and read these other 3. All right. Everything changes. Think it's a game. Think it's a game. It says the soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. Right. And when it illuminates the things that are around you, it shows you who's who and what's what. And therefore able to, move accordingly thereafter. You know what I mean? God don't leave us blind, especially when you are in His will. He will never leave you blind. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of all or any of my difficulties I may perceive, no matter what the circumstance. I'm sorry, no matter what the circumstances are, I remain a source of true love and true joy. Everything, everything changes when it is bathed in the light of the divine. That's right. When you are touched by God in His presence, you're never the same. Absolutely. Welcome in happiness. This is the second card that actually speaks about that happiness. hmm Don't believe me? Rewind the video. It's there. All right. Divine love is manifesting in me, through me, and around me. Oh my God. Almost in the same way I said it. It attracts all that I need for the benefit of my soul. As I work to increase my inner light, I evolve into an emanation of love and of joy. Today, I reap and become the happiness and beauty of all that I have sown. I told you, what you put in, the greatness you put in, is what you get out. Yes, Lord. It's mapped that way, it's written that way. Yeah, so be mindful of what you put in, because you gonna get it. Yeah, it's coming back. Return to the inner temple. There we go. That inner again, the inner existence, right? Going within, insights, intel, right? Today I rediscover my inner self in sacred silence. This is the inner temple in which I am able to calmly study the lessons life has provided me. Here I regain my sense of tranquility. I retrieve my trust in the universe, bathed in the light of my inner temple. hmm I now remember the value of each and every step of my life. Yeah, your worth, your value, and why God deemed it necessary for it to be you. Yeah, it was written that way. I told you. Unconditional love. That's why. And listen, I always tell people the only person that can give you unconditional love is the Most High God. When life gets real and when situations come about, you get to see how unconditional people love, how conditional people love really is. I have yet to find someone that gives unconditional love. Not a mother to a father, not a father to his mother, not is yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, a father to his mother, or a son to his mother, or I mean, just any direction you'll find how conditional people love can actually be. Let real life get real. Hmm? Let life get real, and you'll see exactly how it goes. Why that bell just jingled over there? I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewind this tape because I heard that, and it's on my door handle, right? So okay, maybe that was Mikey in the back. I'm tripping. All right, I just needed to hear it again. All right, and I just did. I think that was Mikey's collar. All right, today I choose to see the light in everyone. I seek the divine in each being. All right, that's why, in a sense, it kind of kept you stuck. But you again, in this life, we have to walk without discernment. If we don't walk within discernment, we'll be fooled like the fools, or we'll be fooled by the fools. However you want to take it. All right. I seek the divine in each being, and I accept others as they are. I bring compassion to all my brothers and sisters of the light. I offer unconditional love to everyone I meet. I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow together in universal love. Oh, how cute. All right. Again, a door to the infinite. I read that one already. And now we are down to the last deck. All right, y'all. It was nice. This reading was actually, every reading I do is a pleasure. Even if it's not so pleasing on the ears. It's a heads up. It's guidance, of course. Every reading I do, but sometimes the truth be a hard pill to swallow, right? So we have Mark here. Repent and believe in the gospel. Mark 1:15. Maybe your birthday is January 15th. And these are scriptures that we'll be able to stand and in this upcoming week, okay? And if you want to expound more on it, please do so, right? It's Mark 1:15, so you can probably read the whole chapter of Mark. Uh, yeah, the whole first chapter of Mark. All right. The first chapter of Mark. Did I say that? I think I said that. Oh, 10:10 completion. All right. We have been sanctified through the offering of the body of Yeshua once and for all. Yeah, with the resurrection. I don't just say that he died for my sins. They died. They killed him for who he was, what he did, how special he was. Right. And quiet just kept some of us. They've been trying to kill us since we were children too, just like him. Right. I think it was Herod that was trying to kill him. But all in all, when you are chosen one, the enemy tries to get you in the beginning of your life. And if it gets you in the beginning of life, it has your mind, it'll take your world, it'll take your life. So if that's happened to you, if I know it's happened to me. The enemy been trying to take me out since a child, you know. But I'm still here. Yeah. That goes to show you how much power the enemy have over this over here. This vessel. I'm already spoken for, taken. This story has been written. Yeah, I'm living it out, Stank. Living it out. All right. Um, and by any means necessary, I am living it out for sure, for sure. Yeah, you can count your last dollars on that one. All right. For the love, I'm sorry, I'm about to say for the love of money. No, for the love of the Lord. I won't go say that. But for the Lord, it doesn't say for the love. It just say for the Lord. I still want to add words to it. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. Above all gods. I love that the book this acknowledges the multitude, the many gods. Yeah, that's what it says. For the Lord is great, and He's a great God. Excuse me, and a great King above all gods. In His hand are the depths of the earth. Someone is definitely an earth sign. The heights of the mountains are his also. And he's also in the business for, yeah, giants falling and mountains moving on behalf of his chosen people. He come behind us, baby. Especially if you are obediently living within his will. Because you can still be trying to straddle the fence and, the lukewarm thing. He don't like that. In fact, it makes him sick. That's what the scriptures say. It makes him sick. He'll spew you out his yeah, throw you up, like it's. I don't know. Anywho, Psalms 95:3-4 is where that scripture comes from. Oh snap! These arms is short now. Can't be doing that. And at the very bottom, why not have a card from the Book of Revelations? Hmm? Why not? All right, and this one says, "Behold, I am making all things new." Well, that's it. We can go on in the reading. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all saw it was at the bottom of the deck. I was shuffling the cards and that came out, and then this was at the bottom of the deck. Baby, why God do that? You know what? I'm not gonna ask why. Cause Bud dry. I'm not gonna ask why. Cause it is what it is. I deserve it. I live a certain way. That's why. Mm-hmm. I move a certain way, think a certain way. Yeah. Speak a certain way. And in order to even be prosperous and abundant in his will, you would have to be. Why the card says everything from the beginning? That I started in the beginning. I said Revelations. Let's talk about the Revelations card. 21:5. Revelations 21:5. Y'all need to go read this scripture. This part. Oh my god. That just blew me away. I'm like, we can just drop the mic in the reading. Pop. Not this mic, damn it. Not this damn mic. Not today. Or not ever. All right, so behold, I am making all things new. There you go. Your newness. Look in the description. It actually speaks about the newness. Think it's a game. Mm-mm. I stopped thinking it was a game a long time ago. Yeah, I quit elementary school because they were playing games. Yeah, yeah. I hope that helped, y'all. That just blew me away. I was stuck there for a second. Like, dang, for real. Revelations 21:5. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. Even though I've actually read Revelations. I've actually read the scriptures all in itself. I'm actually on um the forbidden scriptures, the Ethiopian scriptures. I don't call it the Bible. I call it the scriptures. I call it what the Most High calls it. Right? I call it what Yeshua calls it. All right. Hope this helped y'all because it definitely helped me. Yeah, this is greatness. This is, yeah, amazingness. He said, eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. You're going to make believers out of your life. We are going to make believers out of our lives, make others believers out of our lives. Right. And that's how God get the glory from it all. And for me, I don't know about you, where you are in this story as of yet, because there's several different scenarios here. Um, yeah, I have faith that you'll get it in time and live abundantly. Right. All right. So, peace and blessings. Have an amazing week. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. See something. Say something. There's a lot of crazy stuff happened this weekend. I hope none of my viewers were affected by any of the things that's happening in the United States. Because, I mean, I'm talking about it's been everywhere. They have a man wanted. That's it's just too much. It's too much. And shout out to them who can keep their mind, calm, cool, and collected in this place of peace and not be affected and by what's actually happening going on in the world, because we're not of the world, right? We just live here. We just live here. So yeah, man, be blessed, be encouraged, be faithful, be true to you and those around you. Being true to them is being true to you. Being honest to them is being honest with you. All right. Until next time, sweet and lovely people, be blessed. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That's important. We need more followers. We need more subscribers. I had so many more before, but again, when you're speaking the truth, that's the kind of thing happens. When you are on here telling everybody, "Oh, love is gonna find you yesterday and today and tomorrow too." When you speaking all the stuff that's like, yeah, blowing smoke up people's hind parts, then yeah, you'll have all the followers. But folks that speak the truth, you'll see the difference. But yeah, until next time, love ya. It was such a pleasure. I really enjoyed this reading. Thank you for the God for using me. Yes, yes, yes.